Before we listen to inspirational quotes from William Blake, here's a little background on William Blake. William Blake was a renowned poet and printmaker from Britain. The London-born artist produced some of the greatest engravings of all time, such as the illustrations of the Book of Job. Here we bring to you interesting pieces of tidbits from the life of this famous artist. Blake recognized his calling since an early age, and his parents were supportive of him. They sent Blake to Henry Pars's drawing school in London for formal training when William was only 10. After drawing school, Blake apprenticed with James Basire, who taught him the ropes of engraving. When he started out as a professional engraver, Blake would engrave copies of other artists' work, but eventually he progressed to developing his own designs. While he spent most of his life in obscurity, Blake's engravings are now considered as prized possessions and are valued in millions. Not many know, but Blake was also a mystic who experienced visions on several occasions. He once envisioned God, put his head to the window, and in another of his visions he saw his deceased brothers, released spirit, ascend heavenward through the matter-of-fact ceiling, clapping its hands for joy. In the following segment, here we bring you inspirational quotes and motivational quotes from the famous artist and poet, William Blake. Stay tuned in the videos. A truth that's told with bad intent beats all the lies you can invent. If a thing loves, it is infinite. Those who restrain desire do so because theirs is weak enough to be restrained. What is now proved was once only imagined. The imagination is not a state, it is the human existence itself. I must create a system, or be enslaved by another man's. I will not reason and compare. My business is to create. The man who never alters his opinion is like standing water, and breeds reptiles of the mind. The road of excess leads to the palace of wisdom. To generalize is to be an idiot. In the universe, there are things that are known, and things that are unknown, and in between, there are doors. The glory of Christianity is to conquer by forgiveness. Eternity is in love with the productions of time. You never know what is enough unless you know what is more than enough. Love seeketh not itself to please, nor for itself hath any care, but for another gives its ease, and builds a heaven in hell's despair. Truth can never be told so as to be understood and not be believed. He who kisses joy as it flies by will live in eternity's sunrise. For all eternity, I forgive you and you forgive me. I was walking among the fires of hell, delighted with the enjoyments of genius, which to angels look like torment and insanity. He whose face gives no light, shall never become a star. Without contraries is no progression. Attraction and repulsion, reason and energy, love and hate, are necessary to human existence. A man can't soar too high, when he flies with his own wings. If the doors of perception were cleansed, everything would appear to man as it is, infinite. My mother groaned, my father wept, into the dangerous world I leapt. Excessive sorrow laughs, excessive joy weeps. Improvement makes straight roads, but the crooked roads without improvement, are roads of genius. Great things are done when men and mountains meet. Think in the morning, act in the noon, eat in the evening, sleep in the night. A good local pub has much in common with a church, except that a pub is warmer, and there's more conversation. The most sublime act is to set another before you. And we are put on this earth a little space that we might learn to bear the beams of love. This life's dim windows of the soul distorts the heavens from pole to pole and leads you to believe a lie when you see with, not through, the eye. Better to shun the bait than struggle in the snare. Some are born to sweet delight, some are born to endless night. Never seek to tell thy love, love that never told can be. For the gentle wind does move silently, invisibly. Imagination is the real and eternal world of which this vegetable universe is but a faint shadow. Those who control their passions do so because their passions are weak enough to be controlled. How can a bird that is born for joy sit in a cage and sing? The tigers of wrath are wiser than the horses of instruction. If the sun and moon should ever doubt, they'd immediately go out. Everything to be imagined is an image of truth. The lamb misused breeds public strife and yet forgives the butcher's knife. The fool who persists in his folly will become wise. For mercy has a human heart, pity, a human face, and love, the human form divine, and peace, the human dress. Expect poison from the standing water. I will not reason and compare, my business is to create. Prisons are built with stones of law, brothels with bricks of religion. Enlightenment means taking full responsibility for your life. He who desires, but acts not, breeds pestilence. A fool sees not the same tree that a wise man sees. Each man must create his own system or else he is a slave to another moths. The crow wished everything was black, the owl, that everything was white. Both read the Bible day and night, but thou readest black where I read white. Then cherish pity, lest you drive an angel from your door. I myself do nothing. The Holy Spirit accomplishes all through me. The apple tree never asks the beech how he shall grow, nor the lion, the horse, how he shall take his prey. When nations grow old, the arts grow cold, and commerce settles on every tree. Thy friendship oft has made my heart to ache. Do be my enemy for friendship's sake. And those are some life quotes, inspirational quotes, and motivational quotes from William Blake. So, take the good, throw away the bad ones. Like if you like this video, dislike if you don't like it. See you again in the next video.